Caro-Kann defense is one of the most solid and competitive defenses for black in chess. In just a few minutes I will teach you 3 most common variations of the Caro-Kann. So go full screen, turn on max focus and you will have the game plan to play as black for rest of your life. The first one is the advanced variation. e4, c6, d4, d5, e5. Now for under 2000 elo, I suggest you play c5. If he takes, you develop your knight to attack the pawn. They will most likely defend with the knight. Now the most important part, pin their knight with your bishop. After developing your white square bishop, push e6 to free your bishop and knight. If they try to defend it, you simply go knight e7 and f5 to attack the bishop. If they try to kick your bishop, just take the knight and harvest the free pawn on e5. Don't worry, that was the most complex part, from now it will be very easy. The second one is the exchange variation. It happens when white take your pawn on d5 and you take back. Firstly, develop your knight to c6 to control the center. Secondly, develop the other knight to control more squares in the center. Next, develop your bishop to f5 to conquer this diagonal. Finally, push e6 to free your bishop and get ready to castle. Let's summarize the last 2 variations. What would you do in this position? Correct, develop the knight to c6. What do we do next? Yes, pin the knight with bishop g4. Last one, what would you play here? Spot on. Develop your knight to c6 and the other knight to f6. The last variation is the main line. It happens when your opponent don't take and develop the knight to c3. Here you simply take the pawn. They take back and you develop your bishop to f5, attacking the knight. If they attack your bishop, simply retreat to g6 and have a happy diagonal. If they go h4, trying to trap your bishop, just push h6 and you are fine. Now I have good news and bad news for you. The bad news is main line is very complicated and hard to study. The good news is your opponent doesn't even know anything about the main line in Caro-Kann. So just use your brain to calculate and get nearly the same position as the second variation. This is the end of my video. Subscribe if you want to increase your elo in the future. Now goodbye.